and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Addie and today we are back building in Oasis Springs. Today we are building a karaoke bar and I actually really like how it turned out. It's sort of a different sort of concept than I normally go for, which is kind of fun. So what ends up happening is I end up making the bottom floor short wall height and the top floor medium or tall wall height even, so that like your Sims definitely, like, you don't see the bottom floor. There's a bunch of greenery and everything, and it's super cool. I really love how this build turned out. And so right now we are going through and adding in some doors and just sort of like getting the outside set up. There was a weird glitch with the ceiling, which was unfortunate, but you're just gonna have to like let that go because I don't know how else you would fix it. Like, I don't know how to fix it, so I just didn't. And then this is how you get upstairs. So this part ends up having the bar and the stairs. And then upstairs on this second floor that we are painting now ends up being the like actual karaoke area, which I thought was pretty cool. And I actually really loved the style of the build. Like, I thought this was such a cool concept for a build. So we and so I hope you like it too, because I think it's really cool. And then right now we are just getting some trim for the outside. It's the inlaid trim, the floor trim. And I started doing this with the tiles from Jungle Adventure, but I didn't like it. And the other build, which is a museum, had more of like a concrete sort of texture. So I decided to go with that. And then I didn't know why the ceiling was being weird on the bottom floor. So I just didn't worry about it too much. And then here is where we start going through debug. For this build, I really wanted like the rocks and plants from the environment. So I decided to go into debug. I've been having a lot of fun going into debug recently. I don't know if I've posted it just yet. I'd have to look, but I recently built a spa, and then I'm working on a build for the Calientes that uses a lot of debug. And I don't know, I just think it's really, really cool. I think it's really cool. So we are pulling out some of the rocks now and putting them around. I wanted to use it like bigger rocks, but I felt like because they weren't the same texture, I felt like I couldn't really use them. And then we have actually quite a few rocks down here before we start adding landscaping. And this, I could not tell what it was, but that is just the pedal for the bicycle. So we have that, and then I'm just trying to find the landscaping from the environment right now. And I found these, and I really loved them. They were they're the same little planter boxes that you see next to the build, and I thought it was kind of cool if we like incorporated that a little bit into like this lot to make it feel a little bit more like it's supposed to blend in. And then I found the plants from the environment right here, so we're just going and placing those. And I love these flowers. I feel like I always use them in desert builds, but they're just good. Like, they're just really good. And then I decided to add in there are these like clusters of grass, so we added those in. And then I'm just starting the path for the well, I'm putting these stones down for a path to the entrance, which I did cut out. And now we are pulling out some more rocks from debug to fill in the front. And I honestly think that this is so cool. Like, just the build. I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun building in Oasis Springs because it's different than what I normally build. Um, so I feel like because of that, I sort of experiment. I don't even sort of, I experiment more or I have been at least a little bit with like builds and what makes sense for the environment and uh, I don't know, just I've been having a lot of fun recently building in Oasis Springs. So if you're not familiar, or maybe I haven't mentioned it, either way, the reason that I'm going world by world and building on all the different lots is because I'm working on editing my save file, like the one that I use personally, because I feel like if you, um, if I don't know, I feel like if you're gonna play in the game, the base game lots aren't exactly like that great. Um, so I've been going through, and I love to build, like I love architecture. So I really, really love that build. Like that little that thing that I pulled out from Debug just now. Very, very big hotel energy for no reason other than just it has a pool and like other things. Um but I feel like the base game worlds are just sort of like the builds are just fine, you know, like they function. It's not bad. Um they're just fine. And that's not really how I would want to, I don't know, that's not really how I would want to play, you know? Like if I'm gonna play the game, I would want to be like have these places that I would like to come to and you know want to enjoy. And I at this point I in the game like I don't even build like I don't usually build in the base in like the default lots. The ones recently have been pretty good just because like simmers have made them, but historically that was not always the case. Anyway, you'll notice that I'm placing down a couple of plants. So I'm placing down some onions and some lemon trees. And the reason I chose those was because if you come to this world and you're like searching around for collectibles, you'll notice that there are a lot of lemon trees. And I don't know if they're onions, but I just sort of liked the vibes of the onions. So I chose them too. And now we are moving on to the floor plan, which is not, I don't even know how to describe it. Um, I get rid of this, don't worry. I don't know, it's a floor plan. Not my favorite, like not my most favorite floor plan I've ever done, but it's a floor plan, and it functions. And there is a bathroom, there are showers. So it's got like everything that you need. It's just not my personal favorite floor plan. I definitely had more fun with the outside than the inside of this build. Solely because like the outside it looks so cool. And then the inside is just like a karaoke bar. And I am not a frequenter of karaoke bars, bars in general, not really my vibes. I don't really go out much. I think the last time I watched a movie in theaters was Frozen 2 back in like 2019. So, and that was because my grandma wanted to watch it in theaters, not even because I wanted to watch it in theaters. So like I don't frequent outside places very much. I am significantly much more of a homebody. And so I honestly like the inside is not that much decorated. And now we are coming in and looking for wall art, and this is actually kind of a short thing to come by in this game, apparently. Um, so we have these, and then I was going through and I really, really wanted the columns to be in the center, and I just couldn't find one that did that, so because, like, sometimes you can fake it, but The Sims 4 does not work that way. So, we just had to put up with it. And then in this little corner, I end up going and putting in this bookshelf. It is blank, and I intended to go back and like put stuff on it, and then I just didn't. Like, by the time that I was like done with the build, I was done with the build. Like, there was no I did not want to be doing that anymore. So, and like I am, yeah. Yesterday I was out until like midnight, which is really bad for me. Like, I do not do well when I don't sleep. And I need at least like 10 hours of sleep every night. So I did not get that. So today has just been like a really hard day. Like, I meant to do this voiceover this morning, and now it's like 7:30 at night and I'm just now doing it. Um because I am so tired. Like, I'm so tired. I want to call into work tomorrow. I have no idea. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone to the thing. Like, yes, I had fun. Yeah, it was. Yeah, like, yeah, it was fun, but it wasn't worth it. And I had to spend my book money, and I was like really disappointed, because it's like that was my book money, and I agreed to this, and now I have to spend my book money on bullshit that I'm only going to use once, and it was just not worth it. Not worth it. So, in the future, I will not be doing it again. If I have to pay, unless it's like, no, no, not even. Like, I was gonna say, unless like I have kids, but like, if I have kids, I'm gonna do stuff that like, I'm gonna like, hopefully we would do things that I like as well as they like, you know? Like the zoo, the aquarium, a museum, that sort of thing. That's my vibes. I don't go out much. And I was reminded of why yesterday, and I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, I did have fun, but I'm not a, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so I'm very tired, and I was gonna do this earlier, and now I'm not doing it earlier. Anyway, so we are doing the layouts of all of the rooms, and like I mentioned earlier, I was not the most, by this time I was very tired of not of the build, but just like in general, I was very tired. So we don't really decorate. I put like drinks and stuff, but we don't really like decorate, you know? And then I'm just fiddling with lights for a moment, and I feel like this is pretty cool. I don't know anything about like karaoke or anything. That is not a pastime of mine. Love singing. I have never participated in karaoke singing before. Nor do I want to. Like, that's not like an invitation. Um, but it's kind of fun for Sims, you know? Way back when City Living first came out, and I got it, because that was not the same time. Like, I didn't buy it right when it came out, but I bought it shortly thereafter. I had the most fun playing with one of my Sims. I wanted her to be a famous actor or like a famous singer, like Taylor Swift kind of vibes. And I I don't know. That was really fun. So what we are doing now is we are going through and we are getting some tables because it's required that you have um dining chairs for some reason. So we're doing that, and then we go through and we are getting lights. And so we are coming to, oh, and like a sign and a couple other things, but we are just finishing up the last minute touches. And so if you liked this video, if you would like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye.